Okay, today it's July 4th, and what better thing to make on July 4th than baby back ribs? So what I did was, I went to the store, got some baby back ribs. I'm gonna show you how I season them and how to cook them in the Fireplace pizza oven. So let's get right into it. What you wanna do is, on the back of your baby back ribs, there's a membrane. So you wanna peel that membrane off, and then you're ready to go and get it ready to season for the Fireplace pizza oven. So what I want to do is I want to show you another item that would be good to have when you have one of these units. This is basically a pan with a wire or a tray above it. A lot of people use this for like baking, in their baking, to make bacon and stuff like that in the oven. So I like it for this because it holds it up off the bottom a little bit, and you can cook right on there, and this fits right in the unit. So I would very highly recommend getting one of these, and I'll show you a picture of that here in a minute or two. So let's get back into this. What you want to do with these baby backs is you want to put a binder on these. I use mustard, so we'll put some mustard on the front and back of these. Mustard makes a good binder for pork. So what you want to do is you want to rub that in there. You just get a layer on it. What that does is it holds all your seasoning to the pork. A lot of people think it tastes like mustard after. It doesn't. You don't even know you use it. You're gonna make these containers a little messy again. So rub that in real nice like that. So let me get something to wipe my hands off a little bit. Should have this ready. There we go. There we go. Now I got some of the mustard off my gloves, so I don't make my containers all messy. So what I'm going to start with, I'm going to put this. I'll do the backs first, because you want to season both sides, because you want both sides to taste good. So I'm starting with this fajita seasoning. I'm going to do just a little bit of that on the back of them. Just a generous amount of that. And then I like this honey barbecue rub. And I'm going to put a little bit heavier with that on there. Like I say, we're going to do both sides. You just kind of pat it in there. And then you want to flip them and do the same to the other side. A little bit of the fajita. And then a little bit more with the, I like putting this on heavy because it really makes it taste good. Just brings all the flavors of the pork out. And I like to let this sit a little bit, because while it's sitting, you'll see it, right now it looks dry, but we'll let this sit for about a half an hour before I put it in. I got to go out and light it and everything first, so that's pretty much it. Get it all covered. And then on this nice tray we have here, you can fit 2 racks perfectly on here. So I'll put this right on the rack. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna let that sit, and I'm gonna go out and light the pizza oven, and we'll show you when we're ready to put it in. Okay, so here we are out at the Fireplace pizza oven. As you can see, I lit the fire. I have the doors open in the beginning because that's letting a lot of air in, and it's just really bringing the temperature up fast. We're already at 250. We only want about that for these ribs, about 250, 225 to 250. We're gonna cook them for probably 2 or 3 hours like that. Then we're gonna take them out, wrap them. I'll show you the whole process. But what we did was we pulled the damper out. That transferred all the heat into the oven. And I'll show you what we can do here. Here's the ribs, just like I showed in the picture before. And this pan is amazing. It fits right in here. So we're just gonna put them right like that, right in the middle of the pizza oven. And I'm gonna close the doors a little because we're running about 250, 275 right now. So I'll leave the doors like that. But what we're gonna do is we'll cook these for a few hours, and then I'll show you, I'll pull them out and show you what they look like before we wrap them. And about halfway through, maybe in about an hour, I'm gonna spray them with a little apple cider vinegar too. That just keeps them moist and keeps them cooking very well. But I'll show you when we get back to the next step. Okay, it's been about 2.5 hours. We've been riding at like 250, right around 250. I'll tell you what, with this oven, it's really easy. You just put the wood in and you use the doors as a damper. It's been staying right at the 250 mark just by keeping a small fire in here. I'll show you. That's all I got. Just the coals from that fire going. And it's been cooking very well. A lot of people have like pellet smokers or offsets. I love this thing. This, for one, you can't beat the beauty of this compared to having like a pig roaster or something sitting in your backyard. This is so beautiful. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to wrap these ribs and put them back in here. But I'll show you what they look like. And we'll go get these things wrapped for you. And then we'll put them back in. But I want to show you what they look like. I had to steal the oven mitts for this one. But look at those ribs. They're amazing just the way they are, but we're gonna make them even better. So, I'm gonna go in, get these wrapped, and we'll show you the next step. Okay, we just pulled the ribs out. I'm gonna show you how we do this. This is gonna be like Texas style, how we do these ribs. So look how nice they are. They're getting really close to being done. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them over here, like this. And take a little bit of brown sugar. Make yourself just a little bit of brown sugar here. Like that. And both of them. Okay. And then what they do down south a lot of times, they use parquet. So we're gonna put some butter here. Get a nice line of butter. And then I'm going to use, what I'm going to use is, on one of our last videos we made Dr. Pepper chicken. That sauce was amazing. That's this sauce. We're going to take that and put it right on top of that butter like that. A nice bead of that. And the reason we can use barbecue sauce now is because it's getting wrapped and it's not going to burn on the chicken. So now we want to put it face down, right on top of there. Right like that. And then we're going to fold this up, just like that. And then put it face down, right back on that rack. The reason we're doing it face down is so all that juice just stays in there because of how we wrapped it. So that's pretty much it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in probably for about an hour. We want an internal temperature of about 205, something like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull it out, and I'll put a little barbecue sauce on and stick it back in for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then they're ready to eat. So I'm going to get this back in the pizza oven, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, I just pulled the ribs out of the pizza oven, unwrapped them. There's so much juice inside here. They've been in there for about an hour and a half since the last time we did it. So I'm gonna take this juice because that's just really good, and I'm just gonna put that right back over top of the ribs, and we can get rid of this. Do the other one. They were very hot, so I unwrapped them ahead of time. You need gloves or something. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that barbecue sauce I made and just go right over top, like that. We're gonna stick this back in the pizza oven for about 10 minutes, and then they'll be ready to eat. Along with the ribs, we also made fresh cut fries, and I have some homemade macaroni salad. So I'll put it all together at the end and give you a picture of that. This is gonna be an amazing 4th of July picnic. Okay, we had the ribs in for about 10 minutes. Again, I just wanna go over this pizza oven a little bit with you. This unit is amazing. We use it for just about anything. We love the chicken in it. To be honest with you, the least amount of things we make in it is a pizza oven, but that's what it's called because there's a pizza stone in it. But there's so many things you can do with this unit. It's totally different than like a pellet smoker where you just turn a knob and set it and you have a barrel sitting in your yard. This is what you get to sit in your backyard. People love the looks of this. It's just a really nice unit. But anyways, we're gonna get back to the ribs. We had these cooking for about 4.5 hours total. They're done now. I'm gonna take them out, show them to you, then we're gonna take them in, cut them up, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna serve these. You need a hot patch because it is hot. There you go. Look at these ribs. See if I can turn it here. Amazing. I'm sure just from the smell, I mean, in our development here, it smelled like we were doing a pig roast. It just has a really good smell to it. So we're gonna try these out and we'll get back to you inside and show you how they come out. Okay, we just got the ribs out of the pizza oven. I let them rest for about 5 minutes because they were very hot. But they look amazing. I'll let you see with these ribs. I'm gonna cut one here and we're gonna try this out. Look, just falling off the, try to cut one. Look at that. It is still very hot. Look at that rib. You can see the smoke bark on there. Just falling off the bone. Just as I thought. It's amazing. Now I'm going to show you how I would serve these. Get a napkin here. Wow, that's really good. The Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce along with the brown sugar, you can taste all that coming through. It's just a really good rib. You won't get this out anywhere. Make it in your own pizza oven. That's how you get this with this recipe. Now, how I would serve this is I would just cut up a few ribs. Some people like to just take the whole rib just like that. If you hold it upside down, you can kind of see, get in between there a little easier. The ribs are just falling apart. Look how tender that is. But what I would do is I just put a couple ribs on there like that. Some of our fresh cut fries that we just made. Put some of them on there. And our homemade macaroni salad. Another really good thing. Everyone loves it here. But then if you want any extra barbecue sauce, you got it. That's a perfect 4th of July meal. If you want to see more stuff like that, subscribe to my page on YouTube here. And I'm Jay, and I'll see you next time.